All the knowledge of the world is in concept, and we all know that master can tell us in a better way. So for mastering the concept, I would like to invite Chintu. So please clap for Chintu.
A very great morning, dear friends. I am Chintu from class 12th standard in the Sunrise Public School, and I am proud that I am the part of this school. Today, I am here for mastering the concept on the topic inverse trigonometric functions. Have you ever listened about the trigonometric functions? Yes. In class 10th, we all read about the trigonometric functions. What are the trigonometric functions? Sin x, cos x, secant x, cosecant x, cot x, and tan x. These are our trigonometric functions. We use them in a right triangle to find the long distance, but they are not the accurate measurement of these terms. Have you ever listened about them? Yeah, so let's start our next topic, inverse trigonometric functions. This term changes all the trigonometric functions because the inverse means inverse of all the terms. This term, this is the main sign of the inverse functions. You can't get? So let's take cos inverse. This is the sign of inverse. Have you got it? Yes. So let's have an example. We have sin 30 degree. Parveen, what is the value of sin 30 degree?
1 by 2.
No, it is 1 by 2. So please sit down. The value of sin 30 is 1 by 2. What we have to done to convert it in inverse? What we have to done to convert it in inverse? We have done all simple formulas. We write here 30 degree. We put it into there. It converted into 1 upon sine, and it is 1 by 2. But this step is always wrong. We have to change it into this step. Let's see. 30 degree is equal to sine inverse 1 by 2. That is the proper way to find sine inverse 1 by 2. How we read that? Let's see how we read it. 30 degree is equal to sine inverse 1 by 2. We read that on which sine value, the value of 1 by 2 is, on which angle the sine value is 1 by 2. Because as we done it as the step, it becomes sine 30 degree is equal to 1 by 2. Have you got it?
Yes.
So let's take another example. So let's have a look on the properties of inverse trigonometric functions. You are clear that we have read about the inverse trigonometry?
Yes.
So let's have some properties. Let us suppose that we have an angle sine inverse x. What is it becomes? Let us suppose that here is minus. What is this properties become? So from here it becomes sine inverse minus x is equal to minus sine inverse x. But it is not valid for all the properties of trigonometric functions. From cos inverse minus x is equal to, it becomes pi minus cos inverse x. What is pi here? From the radian angle, I have teach you that whenever any angle is given to us, it becomes, we have multiplied by pi by 180. What is pi here? Have you know? So let's take, here pi is 180 degree. If we have the property cos inverse minus x, we have to minus it from the pi angle, the given property cos inverse x. Let's have other properties. The sine inverse x property, minus x property, and secant inverse, cosecant inverse, minus x. We have read about this, it becomes minus sine inverse x, and secant inverse becomes pi minus secant inverse x, and the cosecant becomes cosecant inverse x. It becomes the tan inverse minus x property becomes minus tan inverse x, and cot inverse minus x property becomes minus pi minus cot inverse x. So these are some properties of inverse trigonometric functions. So next, have a look on the range of the sine inverse x, the property of inverse trigonometry. The range of sine inverse x is pi minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. You are thinking that what is minus pi by 2 and pi by 2? Minus pi by 2 and pi by 2, what are these? These are the angles converted into radian. These are the angles. Let us suppose that it is 30 degree, 60 degree. These are all like that, but these are in radian. So how to convert it into degree? To convert it into degree, we have to multiply these radian angles with 180 by pi. Vivek, what we have to done when it converted into radian to degree?
Multiply it with pi by 180.
And when we convert it into degree to radian, what we have to done?
Multiply by 180 by pi.
So please sit down. Yes, as the Vivek told us, pi cancel out pi and 2 cancel out by 180 is 90 degree. So what we have got? Minus 90 degree. The range of sine inverse x is minus 90 degree to 90 degree. So what we got from here? We got from here minus 90 and 90 degree. These are the angles on which the sine inverse value of sine inverse x is lie between them. So if any question is there that we have got out of 90 degree, that we get 120 degree, these got wrong, and out of it got 120 degree, these are also got wrong. The range of sine inverse x is between minus 90 to 90 degree. So here I rest my terms. Thank you and all.